Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of After Bath, Before Bed, and Beyond. Last night, you guys did so good by listening, and you were able to pass my test this morning. And to those who got an Eagle Buck this morning because you had the right answer to my questions, excellent job. And to Miss Tiffany and Miss Carly, who are two of our teachers at Hope Academy, and you had the right answers to my questions. I am so proud of you. And to Miss Stone and to Miss Tasha, thank you so much for having the right answers to my questions as well. I am so proud of you guys. All right, guys, always remember, listen closely because you never ever know when Miss Hope might just give you a pop quiz on what she read. Now, here's the next thing we need to know. Tomorrow night and tonight we have special books with a special character called Clifford the Big Red Dog. You may remember Clifford from the PBS shows, and tonight and tomorrow night he will be the star of our books that we read. So please tune in for special Clifford books. If you really like Clifford like I do, you will really find this a treat. So, you guys, don't forget to subscribe below. Click the red button that says subscribe. And to our parents, thank you all so much for joining us each and every night. And I'm loving that you guys are so excited about After Bath, Before Bed, and Beyond. For those of you who are just joining us, I am Miss Hope, a Hope Academy school counselor. I'm Miss Hope from Hope. So it's easy to remember my name. So let's jump into tonight's book. Tonight's book is called Clifford the Small Red Puppy by Norman Britwell. Kind of a tongue twister. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Emily Elizabeth, and this is Clifford, my big red dog. Yesterday, my friend Martha said, I got my dog from a fancy pet store. Where did you get yours? So I told her how I got Clifford. When I was a little girl, I lived in the city. I didn't have a dog. One day, the man down the hall called us. His dog had puppies. He wanted to give me one. One puppy was smaller than the rest. The man said, Don't take him. He is the runt. He will always be small and sick. But I loved that little puppy. He needed me. I named my puppy Clifford. He was so tiny that I had to feed him with a doll's baby bottle. We got the smallest collar we could find for Clifford. It was too big. When he began to eat dog food, we had to watch him all the time. He was so little that he was always getting lost, even in our small apartment. Daddy said Clifford was just too small. He didn't think he could live through the winter. I was very sad. That night, I told Clifford I wish he would grow to be a big, healthy dog. I told him I loved him. Next morning, he looked bigger than me. He seemed to have an easier time eating his dog food, and his collar wasn't so loose. In fact, by the time Daddy got home, the collar was too small. By bedtime, Clifford's tiny basket seemed a little too small for him, so I let him sleep on my pillow again. That was a mistake. Next morning, Mommy thought Clifford looked different. Daddy said, I think he's growing. I decided to take Clifford for a walk. At the corner, I saw a big dog coming. I knew I should pick Clifford up so the big dog couldn't hurt him. I shouldn't have worried, though. Clifford really was growing. We ran home to show Mommy how big he was. Had our apartment door grown smaller? Daddy couldn't believe it. We put Clifford in the garden to sleep that night. In the morning, the lady upstairs called us. It was about Clifford. In fact, all the neighbors were starting to notice him. The landlord called the police. They came to see Clifford. They said Clifford would have to go. But how? He couldn't go through the door. There was just one way to get him out of our garden. We sent him to live with my uncle who lived in the country. I was sad. I missed my little puppy, and he missed me. Well, one day we got a surprise. My uncle wanted Daddy to come work with him in the country. We moved right away. Clifford was waiting for me. I said, Clifford, stop growing. You are just right. So I said to Martha, that's how I got my dog. Tell me again how you got your dog. Martha said, forget it. The end. Good night, everyone, and may all your dreams be sweet and take you beyond.